Hello? Testing. Okay, it looks like it's working. So, hi there. I've been trying to do online, and right now, right now my VR is being capped out at about 7,900, and I actually just got to 8,000 VR last night for the first time, but immediately went back down. So I'm gonna be trying to use a guide I saw Shortcat posted to try and improve. I've already improved on the one track a little that I tried to do from the guide, which was on Mario Bros. Circuit. The guide showed how to get on the rail at the beginning and then hop off to the next rail. And let's see if I can do it still. Going to drift here, then trick like that, then charge jump there, hop there, and yeah. And I practiced that until I was able to do that semi-consistently. And also up here, there. And I haven't tried to go for this rail up here yet. Well, when I don't have mushrooms. That looks really hard. See if I can do that again. There, that's what I was doing without a mushroom. But anyway, let me see what's...
Today, I will be teaching you how to do all of the most important shortcuts, secret paths, and play. I just want to show you that the stuff we're going to learn today, it's all tracks. We're not going to be looking at super risky strategies like this little trick right there. Oh, I drifted the wrong way. Yeah, stuff like that you're not really going to do in real races because it's just too risky, too difficult, or it doesn't save enough time.
Yes.
If you see what I did there, very difficult. Yeah, I think I landed it, but it is very tough. What you want to do instead is take the glider from as far left right here, and today I went right here and go through that. Very difficult. Right here and go through that again. So let's break down what I just did there. As you approach the rail on the right, you can trick on this dark portion on the ground. I'm not tricking.
That's really weird. Why can you trick there? It's completely flat. I mean, you can't trick on flat things usually. I'm still going to turn the volume on this down a little.
On the rail, I'm tricking on the ground. Then ride the rail until you're facing directly towards the next rail on the left side. At this point, you can trick off and keep holding R to charge a charge jump. Then charge jump to the left to get on this rail. Now keep in mind, with all rail strategies, you can go for more tricks sometimes, and you mostly want to memorize where to do these and don't improvise them.
Yeah, I was trying to
punishing. If you find any rail strategies to be too difficult in this video, just reduce the number of unnecessary tricks. You will be slower, but at least it's easier for you to learn at first. Now, one thing you may not expect to be difficult is this ending glider, because if you just take this glider normally and try to move over to the rail here, it is very, very difficult. Yeah, I think I landed it, but it is very tough. What you want to do instead is take the glider from as far left as possible, like this. And then now you're mostly moving in a straight line and you can make small adjustments. And you want to land on this rail here.
Okay, I actually wasn't doing that. I was just hoping for the best. I'm gonna try and figure that out. Okay. Thank you, Goomba. Still in the way, Goomba. Thank you. As far to the left... Nope. Okay, let's try without a drift for now. Let's try a little less left. Still less left. That was pretty good. If I... Let's see. Okay, that did make it. Where did I get this food? I don't remember getting a bag. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. No, that was... I lost too much height there. Okay. That was good. I think I did that at the second arrow from the left. Oop. I have to remind myself to not move the stick in the air. Or I'll turn the charge jump into a drift. Now there's an airplane outside. My mic is picking up. Oop. Almost. Yeah. Hey, I got that. Okay. Oh, that was a really good line. Oops. I have to try that line again. Not sure what I did differently exactly. Okay. And I missed that. What did I do here? That was also pretty good. Alright, mushrooms make that really easy. That happens sometimes if you're not going straight enough. Ooh. That was good as well. Does drifting make it easier? Seems like drifting might make it better. Okay, jump off there. I noticed the trick works best at that strut right there. The one that's like at the inside point of the turn. Because before that, well, I think I would ride the wall a little bit, and after that, it would just overshoot it completely. Okay, yeah, look at that. Doing the drift, even at the far right side, made it easy to get on the rail. Okay. Yeah. And I have a mushroom, a gold mushroom. That's a little too powerful for what I'm trying right now, but if I miss the trick, I guess I can use it. Ooh, landed on the off-road a little too much. Good. I wasn't aiming at the right spot. Okay. Trick drift. And right on the rail. There. There. Okay. I'm not sure if I missed something or not, but this feels a lot more consistent than what was in the guide. I also did try practicing, like, this thing where you mushroom and charge jump up here, but that was really difficult, and I didn't get that at all. I think I might need a little more practice before I'm able to even practice that shortcut. There we go. Okay. Oops. And that was good. Good. I'm gonna try this P-switch mission. I haven't seen this one before. Excuse me. Whoa, hello. Alright, that was easy. Ooh, a burger. That would be a nice sticker if I didn't have the one I got from the observatory. That one. This sticker is really cool. But here, I think I'm going to go try that, try the circuit in a versus race. Oop, wait. No. That one. This one. I can try on hard. I'm not actually sure what the difference is. But... okay, 3 races it is, I guess. And regular items are okay. Let's try this. Alright. Okay, I missed that. But there's still 2 more laps. And I mean, I can try the entire race again if I want to. Excuse me. There we go. Oop. Did not have the right angle for that. Excuse me, Birdo. Ooh, okay, you can go right. Ooh. Okay. Please, a mushroom. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. I got a little distracted there, so I didn't quite hit it. And I accidentally drifted in midair again. The computers are still not very good, so I am still in first place. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you did it, Rosalina. Let's just do same race again. Let's try from being up here this time. Thank you, Birdo. That's more like it. Oh, that's another coin. Okay. Drifted a little too much. I'm gonna try and use this feather for that shortcut. Oops. Not going to be able to do that part of it. That worked, though. Missed the trick. Oop. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, good. That's a good banana placement. I'll see if that hits anyone. Didn't look like it. These lines are really good for getting ahead of the CPUs. I think some actual players would be able to counter them a bit better. I'm gonna try and do this until I can get it all 3 laps. Whoa. That was not very good. I don't know. Oh, too far to the left. I have a... Oof. What happened with that, boo and... I wonder if the person who did the boo actually got that. That's okay. I feel like I'm getting worse at this. Okay. I'm just gonna hold these because I have 2 protections in first place, and that is really good. Okay, I guess I now have no protections in first place, but... Okay. There we go. So I did really badly at first, but once I got away from them all, it, ooh. It's gonna do the victory thing. Yeah. Sure did win. It's a little more interesting when you do start from the back. Okay, was too close to the rail for that. Even though I did get... How did I get a mushroom in first? Okay, took the shortcut like you're supposed to. Started the drift too early. Oh, thank you. Ooh, no. That did mess up my line for this, but it... Man, oh wow, okay. That didn't go according to plan. It's better than getting hit by the blue shell, though. I like how the orange rails on this track glow at night. I mean, during the day they don't look like something that would glow. Oh, thank you, Blooper. Still got first. By quite a lot. Okay, thank you, Luigi. Got another drift in that same spot. Okay, that was good. Give me some coins. Ooh, hey, I still made it. I'm going to count that since I did everything there. Okay. No, that's not what I was looking for exactly. Ooh. I tried to get that out a little too rapid. Ooh, okay. That was not really my fault, but... Stay in the glider. Okay, that was... I think I played that well, accounting for the items they used against me. was a little unlucky, but it worked. Still gonna try again. I'm gonna try not being in first. See how that works out. Not quite as good. Excuse me. Green shell, please. Ooh. Oh no. I went at that too straight on. Almost had it though. Alright. Maybe what Shortcat meant... I was at the finish line. Maybe what Shortcat meant is if you do a trick drift at the second left arrow of the first ramp, then you'll pretty much usually hit the second to left arrow of the glider ramp, which puts you on a really good line for the rail right there. But I'm gonna have to try that some more. Okay. I'm gonna add more races because I don't want to have to keep going in and out of the versus mode. Excuse me. This is an interesting set of things to have in first. I'm gonna hold this hoping to get red or blue shelled. Oop. I overcorrected for thinking I was about to make a mistake. I use this in case there's a shock, actually. But there wasn't, and it probably wouldn't matter even if there was. Ooh, okay, I probably should have seen that coming. Something nice about that route is, I suppose, coin shells never come for you. I couldn't really pass Peach there with her 3 red shells. Oop, get out of... Oh, I thought I was in the middle of the road for some reason. Okay. I'm safe from the boo at least. Yeah. I guess technically red shells if I can time it right. Still did the shortcuts mostly correct, and they're really good against the CPUs. Come on. Let's go a little wide. That's not a very good item. It's too close to the rail. I can take the shortcut with this. I could if I did it right. Yeah. What if I just tried harder? Ah, thank you, baby Rosalina. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, really? Yeah, no problem, Luigi. Just go for it. Oh, nice. Alright, I didn't deserve that at all. Oh. There was a viewer. And it wasn't myself this time. Oh. Hello, another viewer. I'm just practicing Mario Kart shortcuts via this guide by Shortcat. Here, let me see something. Just a second. Okay. I'm still in second for some reason. Okay. And now. It's a green shell, I think. Ooh. I guess I can try and use this on the shortcut. Or I can use it to avoid a red shell. Guess that's a good use of it as well. Ooh. That was a pretty good shock spot for me, actually. Not quite as good as it could have been, but...
Okay. All set.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn on auto accelerate and steer. That's really bad. And, oh, Switch almost went to sleep. I did get something to drink, though. Where'd I put my glasses? Over there. Okay, that's... Okay, what happened? All right. Okay, I think I get the idea. Gonna... Do I... Okay. Thank you, Lakitu. Okay, let's get back to practicing that. I suppose I don't need this up anymore. Alright. Wait, no. There. Here we go again. Single mushroom. Almost. I have 3 bananas, so... I can use this. There we go. Ooh, perfect timing. Is this gonna be the 3 for 3 that I was looking for? Oh, please. Oh. Hammock didn't get me. And I avoided his chain chomps, and I died. Let me double check that.
And of course, this is very easy. You just mushroom through the tires and you make it onto this shortcut. Then you just have to hop out around here, and then everything else is the same. You definitely want to avoid the rails sometimes if it's going to be very difficult. Yeah, I think I landed it, but it is very Today, I will be teaching you how to do all of the most important shortcuts, secret paths, and strategies to help you win in Mario Kart World on all 30 tracks. And yes, I am speaking onto this rail. doesn't save enough time. It's super risky. The stuff we're gonna learn: secret paths and strategies to help you win in Mario Kart World on all 30 tracks. And yes, I am speaking as I play. I just want to show you that the stuff we're going to learn today, it's all very consistent. And these are things that you want to learn if you want to get better at this game and do better on all the tracks. We're not going to be looking at super risky strategies like this little trick right there. Oh, I drifted the wrong way. Yeah, stuff like that you're not really going to do in real races because it's just too risky, too difficult, or it doesn't save enough time. Not looking at those. But stuff like this is going to be what you always want to be doing online, like taking this glider onto this rail. All right, so I will actually teach these in a sec. I just want to show you like kind of what we're getting ourselves in. Keep in mind, this is the fastest path, and we'll lead up first short. Crown City has you definitely, and of course is take the glider from as far leftly and try to move over. You will be slower, but at least it's easier for you to learn at first. Now, one thing you may not expect to be difficult is this ending glider, because if you just take this glider normally and try to move over to the rail here, it is very, very difficult. Yeah, I think I landed it, but it is very tough. What you want to do instead is take the glider from as far left as possible, like this. And then now you're mostly moving in a straight line and you can make small adjustments. And you want to land on this rail here. And of course, this is very easy. You just mushroom through the tires and you make it onto this shortcut. Then you just have to hop out around here, and then everything else is the same. You definitely want to avoid the rails sometimes if it's going to be too risky. Like on lap 3, you could get shocked, or if you're about to get hit. But in general, this is the fastest path on Mario Bros. Circuit. Crown City has 3 laps that are all different from each.
Okay, I think that was the right. I think I got it all in all 3 laps. So that is good. And now I'm going to be going to Crown City. Let's see. Should I? Should probably mute the game while I'm watching this.
Other. So it's very important to memorize the layout. But once you get into this very narrow section, this is where the first shortcut is coming up. It's right after these 2 ramps. So it's very important here that you do not get 2 tricks off of these ramps as you think you might should, because then you're not well lined up to take the shortcut. And now you can enter this and release an orange mini turbo right at the end of the grass. There's one mistake that's very easy to make here.
Okay, I'm gonna try that real quick. Gonna turn that back on. Oop, nope, not next race. No, actually, it probably would be hard to do this one in time trials. Is this the right one? Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and fall behind since you said that you want mushrooms up here. So, 8 maybe isn't behind. Oh, that's not quite what I was hoping for. I meant to do that so I could get... Oop, nope, 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 nope. No. Like this. That didn't seem right either. Let me do this in time trials. Oop. Alright, let me see this
And
again.
that is holding this drift too long. If you mushroom through the off-road here and then try to and release up to take the shortcut, it's right after these two ramps. So it's very important here that you do not get two tricks off of these ramps as you think you might should, because then you're not well lined up to take the shortcut.
I would
If you
think
have
that.
mushrooms at this section, then what you should do instead is trick off the first one and then drift off this one, and then now you can enter this.
Okay, let's see. Okay. And hit the wall. Go like that. I didn't get a mini turbo like I said I would. Did I do it wrong? No, that was a charge jump. That's two. Okay, and I have to restart.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Okay. No, I didn't get a mini turbo there either. Oop, and I drifted the wrong way. Nope. That was too sharp of a drift. I think I'm mushrooming too early. As... Nope, that's a charge jump. Because my boost is running out before I leave the grass. So maybe if I mushroom a little later, it'll last longer. Oop. Too sharp of a drift again. How's that? Snow. Still no. I'm gonna try this in versus just one player versus with only mushrooms probably.
Excellent. Let's go.
Okay, wait. Okay. Let's do all off and only triple mushrooms. Started over here for some reason. Alright, versus puts you in last. For some other reason. Alright. I wonder what I'll get. Ooh, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. How about that? That felt like a good line, but... No, I'm not drifting, I'm just driving straight there for some reason. Yes, that is a wider line than you would want, which is why I did that to show what it would look like if you did it wrong. No. It's just eating my drift. Again. I mean, that is faster, but I'm not getting the drift. Ooh, that looked like it would have been good if I didn't hit the wall. Oop, did not mean to trick there. Force of habit. Oh, right, no, and my drift went away again. Okay, please. And the drift went away again. Drifting, no. Okay, that actually did work. I actually did it right there, but why did I do it then? I still have to keep practicing, even if I got it, because I don't know why I got it. Oh, sorry, car. And sorry, box. Alright. No, I didn't drift there either. Nope. That was a pretty good line, but the drift didn't come out. Same there, just didn't get the drift. I have to be doing something wrong. I'm gonna watch the video some more.
And release an order to take the shortcut is coming up. It's right after these two ramps. So it's very important here that you do not get two tricks off of these ramps as you think you might should, because then you're not well lined up to take the shortcut. If you have mushrooms at this section, then what you should do instead is trick off the first one and then drift off this one. And then now you can enter this and release an orange mini turbo right at the end of the grass. There's one mistake that you should do instead is trick off the first one and then drift off this one ramps as you think you might should, because then you're not well lined up to take the shortcut. If you have mushrooms at this section, then what you should do instead is trick off the first one.
Alright, start the drift. in the middle of the staircase.
Mistake that's very easy to make here, and that is holding this drift too long. If you mushroom through the off-road here and then try to hold that for a better mini turbo, see how I come out with no mini turbo? If you watch the successful version of that, I released the orange mini turbo when I was still in the grass. Yeah, the mushroom is not big enough for this grass patch, so you have to release that mini turbo early before the grass cancels your drift.
Okay,
now,
I
as you're driving
see.
down this straight line towards the next section, you do want to get tricks on these rails here. However, I'm not going to be talking too much about this sort of stuff, like what's fastest at every section. If you want to know those, you can go check out the Mario Kart World Records channel, and that'll show you everything. But today we're just looking at things that are shortcuts or things you may not know. Now, this is not too important, but on this turn right before the glider, you can actually go off the blue part a bit earlier and get a trick. That's a little bit fast.
Okay, let's, I was doing something wrong, wasn't I? Okay. 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 Okay, that was entirely wrong order of things to do. I do still slow down a little at the end. If I do the trick or the mini turbo slightly later, will that not happen? That's better. This one is A. This one I can unbind, probably. Oh, that was good. But did I actually have the mini turbo there? Oops. That was good. Yes. I think release the mini turbo right before the bush. Like that. I didn't notice any slowdown there at all. Yes. Okay. Let me do that one more time, and I'll move on to the next part of the video. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Okay, what else have you got, Mr. Cat? Oop. Hello? What's that? Is this...
Today, I will be teaching you...
I didn't know that did that. Oh. Oop.
With no mini turbo. If you watch the successful version of that, I released the orange mini turbo when I was still in the grass. Yeah, the mushroom is not big enough for this grass patch, so you have to release that mini turbo early before the grass cancels your... That I released the orange mini
he does
turbo
it
when
right.
I was still in the grass.
Wow.
Yeah, the mushroom is not big enough for this grass patch, so you have to release that mini turbo early.
He does it
before
near
the
the bush
grass
as
cancels your
well.
drift. Now, as you're driving down this straight line towards the next section, you do want to get tricks on these rails here. However, I'm not
Okay.
going to be talking too much about this sort of stuff, like what's fastest at every section. If you want to know those, you can go check out the Mario Kart World Records channel, and that'll show you everything. But today we're just looking at things that are shortcuts or things you may not know. Now, this is not too important, but on this turn right before the glider, you can actually go off the blue part a bit earlier and get a trick.
You can do that, but that does knock over the little traffic cone crab things, which is sad.
That's a little bit faster, not too important though. Now, at the start of lap 3, you can cut a bit inside here, and
Might as well try it while I'm here, though. Okay, jumping on the rails. Jumping on the rails. Drifting. I know there's some side tricks there. I haven't tried those, and he didn't say to, so I'm not going to practice them right now. Okay. Excuse me. No, that wasn't. I don't think that was right. That was better. That was not better. Oh, yes. I think that was correct. That was pretty good as well. Ooh, yeah. How much does that save? Like 0.001% of a second? And I ran out of time. Yeah, even though you can't see it in versus mode, there's also a 10-minute timer that ends the race. Ooh. My bitrate just died. Hello? Is the bitrate back? It just had a little problem. But it looks like it's back at what it should be. Alright, let's try that one shortcut on the way to the other shortcuts. there, and yeah, like that. Now this. Yeah. Alright. Gonna take the middle line because I want some coins. Okay, that seems correct. So let's...
You can actually go off the blue part a bit earlier and get a trick. That's
Yeah.
a little bit faster, not too important though. Now, at the start of lap 3, you can cut a bit inside here, and now we have 2 really big shortcuts. So if you have mushrooms, this is very important. You want to take this shortcut, and then just align yourself straight as you come out so you can take the next one easily. Alright, and then next...
Well, I think I have mushrooms, so I'll go for that. But what does he do?
And now we have 2 really big shortcuts. So if you have mushrooms, this is very important. You want to take this shortcut, and then just align yourself straight as you come out so you can take the next one easily. Inside here, and now we have 2 really big shortcuts. So if you have mushrooms, this is very important. You want to take this shortcut, and then just align yourself straight as you come out so you can... Lap 3, you can cut a bit inside here, and now we have 2 really big shortcuts. So if you have mushrooms, this is very important. You want to take this shortcut, and then just align yourself straight as you come out so you can take the next one easily. Alright, and then next up, we actually have a little charge jump.
Ooh, that looks difficult. I'm gonna practice on this mushroom thing a little first. Boing. Boing. Oop. That seemed correct. Oop, that was a little not as straight as it should be, I think. Oop. But I also need... Ah, yes. There we go. Oop. Let's get a little trick. That was horrible. Okay. Like that, I guess. It doesn't exactly seem straight, but... Ooh, ooh, ooh. I mean, I guess it's more straight than this turn. Seems pretty straightforward, but... Not sure how much practice this takes, but I mean, I'm sure I'll find some way to mess it up sometime. Like that. Okay. Okay, let's see the,
onto this section here, and then shortcut, and then just align yourself straight as you come out so you can take the next one easily. Alright, and then next up, we actually have a little charge jump onto this section here, and then you can just keep riding this until the end, left trick before the ending.
Left
oh, I got
trick.
an extra trick by accident. That's fine though. We actually have a little charge jump onto this section here.
Okay.
And then you can just keep riding this until the end. Left trick before the end one easily.
Before the
and then
ending.
Next up, we actually have a little charge jump onto this section here. And then you can just keep riding this until the end. Left trick before the ending. Oh, I got an extra trick by accident. That's fine though. And then you want to aim for that tree.
Okay.
So I want to try to see if I can get a fast version
Left
here.
trick and aim for the
You can actually get
tree.
one extra trick here, but not necessary. The ending.
Where can
oh,
you
I
do
got an
that?
extra trick by accident. That's fine though. And then you want to aim for that tree. So I want to try to see if I can get a fast version here. You can actually get one extra trick here, but not necessary. Yeah, aim for the
Aim
tree.
for the
It's a
tree.
bit tough at first. There you go. Now, there is... So I want to try to see if I can get a fast version here. You can actually get one extra trick here, but not necessary. Yeah, aim for the tree. It's a bit tough
Okay.
at first. There you go. Now, there is one more thing you could fail there, and I just want to show it. I'm going to try to go too far left here and hit the wall. Yeah, if you hit the wall, very important, do not trick off of that wall. Do you see what I
Okay.
did there? If I hit the wall too far left here and hit the wall. Yeah, if you hit the wall, very important, do not trick off of that wall. Do you see what I did there? If I hit the wall, what I do is I just let myself ride the wall until I'm done. That way I keep
Yeah.
going in a straight line. If you trick off
Okay.
that wall, you end up flying to the right, and that's not good.
Ah.
Next up is whistle stop.
Okay. Okay, well, I got an idea of what I have to do. Sounds like I don't need mushrooms right now. Oop, I did that thing. I think that was too early. Okay, that was acceptable, I think. Let me back up a little. Let's see, charging jump. Okay, that's where the rail trick is. I'm sort of making it. I'm going lower than he is. Is that because he's on a faster combo? Okay. Seems like hitting the wall is fairly common. Trick. Left trick, more left trick, not that much left trick. No. Huh. I might be tricking off the rail too early. What if here? Ooh, no, that was way too late. Ooh. There we go. Again. Got a coin for that. Looks like you need some speed to take that rail trick. Which makes sense. Ooh. Thank you, Lackett. I know, Lakitu. I'm sorry, Lakitu. Lakitu. Why do you care if I'm driving backwards in time trials, Lakitu? There we go. Nope. That was pretty... Oh. I almost did that if I didn't... I tried to trick when I didn't think... Well, I don't think I should have. There we go. There we go. Oop. Okay. Okay. Hit the grass a little, but that worked. Nope. Oh, and I ran out of time again. Do you think I can... That's pretty close to the start point. Do you think I can just, No, I should probably go the intended way even if I could, so I can practice the other things. There. That was pretty good. Still got the coin. Ah, right. Have to go up here. Oop, missed that one. Missed most of those. Wow. That was a lot of hype. It's interesting. There we go. That was good. Oh. Oh, you can get all the way up there. Come on, back up. That sun is right in my eyes. That must be annoying for the racers. Ooh, that was perfect. Oop. Too far to the right. Did I hit the side of the building right there? And it bumped me to the right? I think that is what happened. There we go. There we go. That was what it was perfectly intended. Oh, you know, I can probably take the overlay down right now. There we go. Oh, that was a little scuffed, but it worked perfectly. Yep. I'm doing that too early. Oh, yes. Yep. Jump. Trick. Also trick. Trick again. There we go. Okay. I didn't actually need any left tricks in the air that time. But I do like doing tricks in the air. I think I'm going to practice this until the time runs out and then try it in time trials. See if I can do it when it's a little bit more challenging. Well, I mean, it'll be exactly the same, except you have to finish instead of practicing the same thing over and over again. Okay. Okay. Hit the wall, but otherwise okay. The walls aren't quite as punishing as other Mario Karts. Maybe should have done a right trick there, but that might have thrown off the whole trajectory. Okay. And here we go. Yes. My camera clipped inside that building for a little bit. Okay, and that was a pretty good set of 10 minutes. Oop, nope, not next race. Let me go try that in time trials, see how it goes. Alright. Alright. Should probably have gone for those coins. But I mean, it's not like this is a real attempt at a good time. Oh, hello, fire piranha plant. Well, that could have gone better if I had gotten more coins. Went a little too wide. Oh, did I get 3 coins there? I did not get the trick there. Oh, that's good enough. Oh, I got the extra trick, but I didn't get the intended trick. I mean, I got the new record because I haven't done this before, but I'm gonna see if I can try and beat that. Or maybe I should see if I can, Maybe I should see what the time is if I don't try and do any of the tricks first. Oh, second now. Yeah, let's just, well, maybe I'll try and go for these coins. So that's probably a good idea. And I am in front of myself. Not that I've done anything yet. Okay, what happens if I try and go like this? I'll still do that since I apparently learned how to do that. This is embarrassing. Wait, not meant to be doing that. I will not be doing tricks on this rail, since that is something that was in the video. Oh, I'm going to be going like this. I think I got 3 coins there again. Not doing that. This faster, apparently? I don't know. Oop. Okay, let's see what happens if I avoid doing this. Oh. Okay, wow, that actually is a lot faster with mushrooms, even though it seems fairly easy. So it looks like those last 2 shortcuts are really important. Interesting. Though that was only a second apart, but it was. Yeah. Let's try that again. I'm going to go for those coins again this time. Hit the wall. Go. I'm a little bit ahead of my old time. Oop. Do not trick there. Noted. Try and get some coins. Try and go here. Okay, do inside because I can get a coin up here. Get down. Okay, this is way too early. I messed that up. I'm charging too early. I got the extra trick again, but not the other trick. Okay. That was just barely. Yeah. I can do the finishing shortcut better, I think. Okay. I'm not going to get quite as ahead in the starting lap since I did that pretty well last time, I think. I missed a drift. I did that shortcut better. Oop. Almost got that coin. Let's try and get down first. I think that's faster. Why am I was not down. Okay. Yeah, I did that last lap a lot better. Oh, that's 3 seconds faster. Okay. I'm gonna do that one more time and then move on to the next shortcut, or next track. Oh, you can do a drift there. You can also miss that coin there if you... But... Almost hit that pink car. Okay, I should have seen that coming. Ooh, I'm doing this wrong. And I even missed a coin. Ow, no. I completely missed all those coins. Please let me on the ground. Okay. I mean, I messed up all things considered, but I didn't really do that much worse than the time before. Yeah, look at that. So I will still consider that having been completed. Let's go to versus. Yep. Yep. Okay. I don't want to start the race. No. Might as well do one race to see what it's like without trying these shortcuts. Even though it's not time trials. Missing all the coins. Ooh, that was risky. Let me try this. Ooh, okay. So let me just... Ooh, no. Rail didn't want to let me off. Okay, let's do... Hold on. I'm going to... not mute. Nope. What? Okay. Okay. Hello? Hmm. No. Okay. All right. That is good. What was that? I think there was someone on that rail. And I missed that again. Okay. Alright, that was pretty good. Aside from all the falling off. What? Why did... Okay. There we go. Okay, let's watch the Shortcat video.
Summit, and this one's actually quite difficult with a lot of alternate paths and shortcuts. So you could go forward. You want to get onto either one of these rails at the bottom here, and then, you know, trick wherever you're comfortable with. But if you don't know where to trick, just don't trick. And that gives you a single item box while also taking a very fast path. Then this path, of course, very simple.
Okay.
You just go wherever the coins are. Now, there is a faster way to take this section if you don't need an item box, and that is to take the left rail, and as soon as you can, trick to the left here, and ride this rail. Then between the paint chips on that pipe, you trick to the right, and don't need an item box, and that is to take the
Between
left rail.
paint
And as
chips.
soon as you can, trick to the left here and ride this rail. Then between the paint chips on that pipe, you trick to the right. If you don't need an item box,
Where
that
on
is
that
to take the left
pipe?
rail. And as soon as you can, trick to the left here and ride this rail. Then between the paint chips on that pipe, you trick to the right. And then that is the fastest way to take the section, but it does skip an item box. Now, I know some people, especially those who have just started watching Mario Kart World, you watch these rails and you're like, wow, that's so easy. You just go on the rail and then you just start tricking and it's so easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, this stuff is very difficult and the rails definitely do not drive for you. So unless you have practiced specific tricks on rails, do not go for them. Because if you do something like this, your race is just over. And then if you go a little bit too late, you just lost a whole bunch of time. So make sure that you know exactly where you're doing these tricks and that you've practiced them. Because it is very, very risky when you fail a trick. If you don't trick left here early enough, oh, you are off the track again. Now, for this straight rail section, no matter...
Okay, that looks like what I was going for. Okay, maybe not there. Let's see. That did work. Needs to be on a sharper turn. Kind of like that. That doesn't look like it's very useful. That was pretty good. Oh. Hello. I'm just trying to... that was okay. I'm trying to learn this Whistle Stop Summit shortcut from Shortcat. Said something about a paint chip being back there.
Now, I know some people, especially those who have just started watching Mario Kart World, you watch these rails and you're like, wow, that's so easy. You just go on the rail and then you just start tricking and it's so easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, this stuff to have been between.
It was before that.
There is a faster way to take this section if you don't need an item box, and that is to take the left rail, and as soon as you can, trick to the left here and ride this rail. And between the paint chips on that pipe, there's a faster way to take this section if you don't need an item box.
What paint chips?
Box.
Oh no, that's terrible. How can I?
And that is to take the...
that sounds really bad.
Left rail, and as
I guess that's a little better.
Can trick to the left here, and ride this rail. Then between the paint chips on that pipe, you trick to the this section if you don't need an item box, and that is to take the left rail, and as soon as you can, trick to the left here, and ride this rail. Then between the paint chips on that pipe, you trick to the right.
Okay, it looks like it's slightly before the beginning of that next pipe. Like, no, not there. Like, no, not there either. Like, here. Ooh, that was close. Yes, like that. It was like that. Let's see. Right there. And yeah. Yeah, that was the shortcut. Okay, I'm gonna try that again on this next lap. Now, try and get ahead of the train. Okay, that didn't go right at all. Okay, and then... No, that's not the right rail. This is the right rail, and I did it. Can I do that? Sort of. I don't know if that's faster. And... I wonder if this track would be easier to practice in free roam. Ooh. My bitrate's going terribly. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Looks like it's recovered. Alright. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't think I can really try that on the first lap. I mean, I could if I went backwards, but let's just go forwards. Okay. And let's get ahead of the train and avoid attaching to that. Might as well try the ending shortcut that I haven't actually learned how to do yet. Oop, and I already messed it up. Okay, here we go. There. There, yes. That was correct. Oh. I hit the ground at a weird angle. Okay. Go like this, go like this, go like something. Sure. Don't go out of bounds. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's a pretty easy shortcut if you remember what you're doing. Which I suppose is actually where the problem lies. And okay. Let's see what else he has to say. Okay.
And then that is the fastest way to take
Okay.
the section, but it does skip an item box. Now, I know some people, especially those who have just started watching Mario Kart World, you watch these rails and you're like, wow, that's so easy. You just go on the rail and then you just start tricking and it's so easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, this stuff is very difficult, and the rails definitely do not drive for you. So unless you have practiced specific tricks on rails, do not go for them. Because if you do something
That's
like
what I'm
this,
trying to
the
do.
race is just over. And then if you go a little bit too late, you just lost a whole bunch of time. So make sure that you know exactly where you're doing these tricks and that you've practiced them. Because it is very, very risky when you fail a trick. If you don't trick left here early enough, oh, you are off the track again. Now, for this straight rail section, no matter which rail you're coming from, as you trick off the last part of the rail, you can just hold R for a charge jump, and then you can do this little wall jump shortcut. So fun. No matter what, and
What
that
was
you
that?
practice them, because it is very, very risky when you fail a trick. If you don't trick left here early enough, oh, you are off the track again.
Okay.
Now, for this straight rail section, no matter which rail you're coming from, as you trick off the last part of the rail, you can just hold R for a charge jump, and then you
Okay.
can do this little wall jump shortcut. So
Oh.
fun. Shroomless shortcuts. So the most important part about this one is to aim for that little patch of grass that's sticking up in the ground when you charge jump. Then just charge
Okay.
up to the left, and
Little
then
patch of
wall
grass.
jump, and you should be good. Now this last section is very complex.
Okay. I guess it's time to try that. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Charge jump. No, that didn't work for me. That also did not work. Let me try from up here. Oop. Got back on the rail. I got back on the rail again. And accidentally drifted. No. I'm not really getting any height here. Okay, bitrate died. Alright, Mr. Shortcat.
Little patch of grass that's sticking up in the ground when you charge jump. Then just charge up to the
Oh.
left on Shroomless shortcuts. So the most important part about this one is to aim for that little patch of grass that's sticking up in the ground when you charge jump. Then just charge up to the left, and then
I don't know what's going on with the bitrate, it just dies sometimes. Lawnmower outside. I mean, my dropped frames are the exact same as when I was practicing yesterday. And I lowered the frame, or, yeah, I lowered the resolution to 720, and I lowered the bitrate to 450. 500, I mean. And I'm still dropping about 5% frames and having crazy flashing pixelated pink glitches every so often. the doesn't actually seem any better than when it was at 1080p. Lawnmower. Thank you. Why are the frames still being dropped so regularly? Why is my microphone picking up lawnmower noise? I don't know. I'm gonna just keep practicing, I guess. I at least have some, I'm at least recording an actual video that I could use to make a video. Come on. Why? Why aren't I getting any hype? Do I have to go into the grass? That did help a little bit, but I also didn't clear it very much. Oh. You do have to drive into the off-road a little bit. Let's see. That is fast. Oh no. Why bitrate? Oop, excuse me, train. Okay, yeah. I think tricking towards the wall is better than tricking away from the wall. You know, maybe it's not that, but maybe it actually doesn't matter because they both feel about the same. Driving in the off-road like that doesn't feel great, but it does. I'm pretty sure it is faster than drifting around the corner. Okay, yeah. You do have to drive into the off-road a little bit. Maybe like here. Yeah. I'm gonna go into time trials to compare how fast that is. Not versus time trials. Okay, yes, new record. Very good. try that again with the shortcut.
Okay.
That wasn't faster.
Yes.
Yeah. Although... I mean, maybe it's faster if you don't rush him. Change course. What did I do there? Oh, I beat the staff ghost, I think. Unless I read that wrong. Probably did. Okay, so doing that is just faster, I think. And I suppose in an online you wouldn't always want to go for the rail and tricking there, and also it wouldn't give you an item box, would it? I think. I don't remember. Maybe it wouldn't. But... well, I'll finish seeing what the guide says about this track and see you about that.
Wall jump, and you should be good. Now this last section is very complex with a lot of options. So the simplest thing you can do is to just get off of the rail, and there's going to be some items right here. So this works, but it's not the fastest. If you instead just continue to ride these rails, then you can actually access some items right here as well. And you can keep doing more tricks wherever you're comfortable with it. But of course, this is a lot harder than it looks to actually hit all of these tricks. Now, if you don't need an item, then I will show you the fastest path you can take here. And just slow-mo the video and rewatch everything I'm doing here, because there is way too much to go over, and it takes so much practice. Yeah, there you go. And then there's another mushroom shortcut right here at the bottom. Of course, this path is very difficult, and I will add 2 tips for you if you're struggling. First is you can ride this yellow rail to the end here, and that makes it much easier to get onto this rail. Now here, this is very important. Watch what I do right here. This is really bad. This is the worst thing that can happen if you take that path, is you get stuck on the rails and it puts you on a horrible line. Now, the reason that didn't happen the first time that I did it is when you trick off of the bottom rail and get onto the train tracks, you're probably going to land on the left rail, and you want to get off the left rail as soon as you can. So at this curved section of the left rail, shortcuts, yeah, you may not think the feather's a very good item just from your own use of it, but once you start learning the feather shortcuts, it can sometimes be one of the best items, because look at this! You just feather on the ground and trick, and you take the biggest shortcut on the track. The feathers...
That all looks really interesting. I think I'm a little bit tired right now, so I'm gonna quit here for today, or a couple hours maybe. And then I'll try some more shortcuts. Did I did perfect the Crown City as far as this guide goes into, I believe. And I practiced on Mario Bros. Mario Bros. Circuit again. I had practiced that a little bit before, but I just did it until I felt comfortable with it again. But I'm a little tired of doing Mario Kart, so I'm gonna end this stream here. Thank you to